Hi. Something that I've started using a lot a couple of years ago is a loop pedal. I also made a lot of videos using the loop pedal. And it's also very nice to practice using this pedal. I'm going to show you some ways to use the loop pedal to practice and to play and just to have fun with it. Because I've noticed that practicing with a loop pedal can be much more fun. So hopefully this video will give you some ideas what you can do with it. The way the loop pedal works is very simple. I'm sure you know it, but I'll explain it anyway. You have different types of loop pedals. They all are more or less the same. Some have more options than others, but the basic operation is just as soon as you press the pedal, it starts recording what you play. When you press again, it stops recording and starts playing what you just recorded. So, to give you a very simple example, I'm going to play just two chords, E flat major 9th, B flat 11. And I'm going to play this in a rhythm like this. When I start recording, I have to take care to try and start on the 1 and also to stop it on 1. And that way you get a closed loop that can run continuously without interruptions. So I'm going to count in order to start and stop the loop pedal at the right moment. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4 and then I'm going to press the pedal and play. 1, 2, 3, 4. Press. So now I'm stopping it. You can hear it already started playing what I just recorded. I stopped it just now just to tell you what's happening. When I press the pedal again now, it'll start playing what I just recorded. So if I press it now, and I can stop it with the other pedal. So now I have a very basic backing and I can do some practicing of, for instance, licks or scales. Let's just play around a little bit in E flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. It just started again. Now even something as simple as practicing scales is even more fun with the loop pedal. So if I just want to practice the E flat major scale, I can do it with this backing. So for instance like this. I also can do it faster if I want. And faster. Now we can, for instance, make it more interesting. We'll add a few more chords. So we'll make a more interesting loop, like for instance this. E flat, A flat 13, G minor 7th, C7 minus 9, F minor 7th, B flat 13, E flat major 9. And I'm going to record it now with the loop pedal a little bit faster than I just played. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. So to practice on this, I can still basically play around in E flat. Now on the A flat 13, this contains a G flat. So here I will replace the G from the E flat major scale with the G flat. So instead of, I would play there. And you can give this different names. It's, for instance, it's a E flat minor melodic ascending scale. But in this case, you can think of it as an E flat major scale where you've replaced the G by G flat. So I'll play around with that a little bit on this loop. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now I just used those two basic scales and nothing else. So, and of course in jazz you also use a lot of other notes, like the notes in between those scale notes. So I can play. I'm still thinking about this E flat scale, but I'm just filling it up with notes in between. So let's do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try something else. It's also nice to practice playing chords over a bass line. So now I'm going to play a very short bass line, and let's change the key. Now let's say we play in C major. I'm going to play a bass line. And in mind I have a C chord, then a D minor ninth chord, and a G7 or a variation like G13 or whatever. So C and then D minor, G, G7. So I'm going to play a bass line that fits those chords. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm going to fill in some chords like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what I'm playing is a C6-9, and notice that I mostly leave out the root notes in this case because there's already a bass line playing, so there's no real need to play the bass notes, and actually they just get in the way. So it's better just to play the chords without the bass notes, without the root notes mostly. So it, for instance, like this, C6-9 without the C, or this C chord also without root note. It also has 6 and 9 and 7 in it. 6, 9 and 7. And then this D minor ninth chord without the root note. And G13 without the bass. Or a D minor 11 without the root, so this and G13 and perhaps G7 plus 5, so we get something like this. I'm going to record this over the bass line, so I'm going to press the pedal twice. In this case, depends on your device how it works, and in this case when it's playing and I press this pedal again, the record pedal, it will record another part over the previous part. So in this case you can stack different layers of playing. So I'm going to record now a few of those chords over the bass line. I'm just going to wait until it starts at the beginning again. So now I recorded the chord, so if I now play it again, it will play the bass line with the chords.